What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness, across all social media platforms. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of said disorder, said toxic traits, said toxic people, y'all. Today's episode is going to be answering the age-old question: how do you co-parent with a narcissist? How to co-parent with a narcissist? So I get this question a lot, y'all, and it's going to be like I said, the answer is going to vary for a lot of different people. They just are. No two narcissists are the same. Like I said, I've said it in previous videos, narcissists are like a lot of narcissists are like little toxic fingerprints. No two toxic fingerprints are going to be the same. And right there, I was doing spirit fingers. This is spirit fingers, not this, you know. But seriously, but that's how it goes though, y'all. So if you're dealing with narcissistic people, you have to let me rewind it. First of all, if you do not have kids by a narcissist, do not have kids by a narcissist. That's just me forewarning. If you don't have a baby by one now, a baby will not fix your toxic ass relationship. If you feel like Lee, they're not diagnosed. If you're watching this video, something led you here. Something led you here. It was called a divine intervention. The phone listening to you talk. The phone listening to your argument, right? The phone is listening to you argue, right? So they brought you my video. So if you don't have a baby by narcissist, you're like, you know what we're missing in this family? A baby. A baby will bring us close. No. 1,000 times no. If you do not have one by a narcissist, if you think you're dealing with a narcissist, don't get pregnant. Don't get them pregnant. Y'all, please do not get pregnant, or don't get them pregnant. And if you are pregnant, I'm just saying, it's no judgment zone. Your choice. I'll just leave it at that. This is not political. This is not political channel. But is something your choice. You do you. Be safe. Because that narcissist person is going to torture you for the rest of your life. No two narcissists are the same, y'all. Some narcissists don't want to co-parent with you. So how do you co-parent with a narcissist? Most people want to say you don't. You parallel parent. You do not co-parent with the narcissist. You parallel parent with them. You parent your way. Parallel parenting means you parent your way when you have the kids, when they're in your care. That narcissistic parent parents their way when they're in their care, and neither person has say so of what goes on in the other person's household unless previously agreed upon. Like you have to, typically parallel parenting starts in the courts, where you just have to, typically starts in the courts and whatnot. So you parallel parent and things like that. You run things their way, they run things their way, minimal contact, just about the kids, whatever. You know what I mean? Because it's extremely tough to go no contact when you have kids, y'all. That's one of the hardest things to do. Like, I can't go no contact, I have children. I mean, it's possible if you have a third party and things like that, but it's tough to do. So parallel parenting means typically is when people just cannot coexist together. When people just refuse, one person is just refusing to coexist with the other person, just being hard, just being difficult. Narcissists typically do not want to parallel parent. They don't want to co-parent. They just want to counter parent. They want to do the opposite of what you want to do, or just say no to the stuff that you want to do, just for the sake of saying no, just for the sake of being opposite, just for the sake of doing all this stuff right there. It just is. That's how narcissistic people work. That's the mindset. That's the mentality of narcissists. It just is. I'm being real with you right now. That's how it works. So if you're dealing with a narcissist, toxic person, whoever, whatever, wherever, that's how it goes. Literally, that's how it goes. That's the mindset. That's the dynamic. That's who you're going to be dealing with. What you're going to be dealing with. Where you're going to be dealing with them. You know what I mean? They want to counter parent you. So typically you can't really co-parent with them. You have to parallel parent and things like that. But I know that you hear low rock, you hear yellow rock, gray rock, where it's just about the kids. Keep it about the kids, y'all. So how do you co-parent with the narcissist? Keep it about the kids. Don't let them drag you into a conversation of how things used to be, or how things could be, or wanting to meet 50-50, wanting to meet in the middle, blah, 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 boop, 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 beep, beep, beep. If you were better, things would be together. Do you remember the good times we had? Don't get sucked up into those conversations, y'all. Do not. Because once you get sucked into those conversations, it's hard to get sucked out. It's hard to get out of those conversations. Once you get the ball rolling on those conversations, it's hard to stop the ball from rolling. You know what I mean? Once the ball starts rolling, it's hard to stop it from rolling. You know what I mean? Don't get sucked in there. Controlling your reactions is a superpower. Your toxic ass co-parent or your toxic ass co-parent typically wants to try to get a reaction out of you. Narcissists want to have control of everything, y'all. So they want to control you, but sometimes they can't control you, so they can control you through the kids. The kids become little leverage pieces. Like, they try to move around the kid. They try to manipulate the kid to manipulate you. They try to control you by controlling the kids. Don't react, y'all. Your reactions are your power. Your reactions are your gift to you. The ability to control your reactions with narcissists and toxic people is a superpower that you have to learn. You know what I mean? It just is. They send something mean to you. Oh, you might don't even acknowledge it. They say, you big bald-headed ass, beep, 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 beep. Don't even acknowledge it. Keep it moving. That wasn't about the child. Just keep it moving. Don't even acknowledge it. That hurt my feelings. Don't do that. They want you to do that. Oh, nothing to say back? You don't have anything to say back? So you agree with it. Thumbs up. Don't engage, y'all. They hate that. When they can't control you, if they can trigger you, they can control you. They love the back and forth because they want to put that look. I say this to people all the time, like, narcissists want to make sure that they still have the code to trigger a reaction. Like, if you are a nuclear bomb, the narcissist wants to still think that they have the code to set you off. So they say mean things to you. You're just like your mother. Boop, 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 boop. You blow up. You're just like your father. Boop, 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 boop. You're just like that. Boop, 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 boop. Boom, you're blowing up. Reconfigure your code. Don't give them the code to set you off. You mean controlling your reactions. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, if you're exchanging kids with a narcissistic person, you have to meet at an exchange point. Yeah, always give yourself a buffer. Because narcissistic people are typically, they're going to try to control you. They're going to be late. They're going to show up early. They're not going to be there. They're going to do stuff like that, y'all. Always have a backup plan in place for exchanges and things like that. Always do it in a public place if you can. Don't just let them come into your house. Don't try to go into their house. I'm just telling you, y'all, you have to keep it like this. Well, Lee, I won't be the person that has the co-parent shirts on at the soccer game. You might not be you might be on the other side of the field at the soccer game, y'all. As long as you're there. You know what I mean? Why can't we wear the co-parent shirts and the stepmom, stepdad shirts be cool with the kid in the middle? It don't work that way with toxic people, y'all. They're not gonna put their partner in a stepmom or stepdad shirt. They're gonna give them a real mom, real dad shirt. They're not gonna put the step anything. They're gonna just try to supplant you, make you feel a certain type of way, y'all. They want to control you. So if you meet them, always have a buffer. Like, sometimes when you're supposed to meet them when they're supposed to pick the kid up, they might show up an hour late. They might not come. They might have you waiting around and then they not show up to ruin your plans for the night. So I always have a backup plan in place, if possible. Have a friend or whatever. There's a backup plan just in case you have to have a babysitter for something like that, because they'll ruin your time, y'all. They will. I have people I know in my real life, they'll show up an hour late on purpose. Oh, I'll be there at 4. Show up at 5:30. Show up at 6. Then if you do the same thing to them, you get a mouthful. I be damn, like, yeah, I'm just a whole different animal. But that's the way it goes, though, y'all. So if you're dealing with a narcissistic person, look up this is one of the new methods a lot of people have taken up. Look up B.I.F.F. B.I.F.F. Brief, informative, firm, and friendly. That's a good method to learn how to parent with the narcissist too. You keep the interactions brief, you keep it informative, you keep it firm, straight to the point. No, don't beat around the bush, and you keep it as friendly as possible. Because it's hard to be friendly to people who are treating you terribly. It's hard to be friendly to people who are trying to manipulate you and gaslight you. It's hard to be friendly to people. It's hard to be friendly to people who are trying to whose intent is to hurt you. It's hard to be brief with somebody who you want to spill, who you want to tell, you want to say all this stuff to. You have all this stuff built up to say to them. It's hard to be friendly, like I said, battery died on me, of course. It's hard to be friendly with somebody who's been hurting you for years. It's hard to be friendly with somebody who's been saying things like that and who's intending on hurting you. It's hard, y'all. Brief, informative, friendly, and firm, or firm and friendly. Look at B.I.F.F. Look up the method. You can just Google the B.I.F.F. method. I feel like that'll help a lot of people, because once you start to try to gray rock, sometimes gray rocking or yellow rocking or whatever, just giving them minimal responses can look like, according to some people I've talked to, can look like alienation. So keep it brief, keep it about the kids, informative, straight to the point. Everything in this brief message, concise. Don't send this big long paragraph. They're not going to read it. Chop it down. Start with a big paragraph and chop it down to something, just a little manageable bite. If they don't like it, they're going to get mad. You mean firm, straight to the point. Like, boom, here it is. Firm, like tone, just matter of factly. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be aggressive. And like I said, just B.I.F.F, friendly. Just, hey, look it up, y'all. I promise you, look it up. It's a good method to help you learn how to deal with toxic, narcissistic co-parents or whatever. But just prepare for them to counter-parent you. Narcissistic people that don't get what they want when they co-parent, sometimes they'll just drag you back and forth to court too, y'all. You'll be in court every other week dealing with this person, every other month dealing with this person, trying to change the parenting plan. They want to move out of state. They want to go on vacations. They want to do this and they want to do that. They'll stop you from doing the same thing though. Don't lose your resolve. Stay empowered on the journey, y'all. Because it is, like I said, like go back to the beginning. If you don't have a kids by a narcissist, or you sensing red flags before you try to have a baby by this person, it's red flaggy. Don't do it. That's my recommendation. Or you're gonna have a hard life. Well, 18 years is not that long. It's not 18 years to co-parent with a narcissist, y'all. It's the rest of that child's natural born life or your natural born life. Because that child is gonna have kids. Their kids are gonna have kids. It's gonna be grandkids. Imagine co-grandparenting with a narcissist. Anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning into another episode. The I Love Me brand is still available. This is the I'm Brave version right here. The Self-Love Journal is available on Amazon. If you have this, you are healing. Lee Hammock Self-Love on Amazon. Thank y'all for tuning into another episode. I truly appreciate every single one of y'all. As much as y'all learn from me, I learn even more from you. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Mental Healers is out. Peace.